Good evening, everyone. I am Nadia Jones, and this is the 90-Day Vision Transformation Challenge. Today is Tuesday, and I hope everybody had a good day. Um, I had a good day. I won't complain. I got up. I had a very productive day, but some things happen. That try to bring me down here when I'm up here. Um, but it's okay. It's all good. Every time something bad happened today, I spoke the exact opposite of what was happening. I spoke what I wanted to happen into existence. And I just kept doing that. And I feel like every situation that I faced today, I feel like I reversed it. I feel like I turned it around. And to me, that's a successful day. That despite whatever obstacles I faced, I didn't panic. I didn't allow myself to get overwhelmed with the situations. I thought about it and I found a solution and I spoke what I wanted to happen into existence, and I made actions toward what I was speaking towards that solution, and it happened. It flipped around. And that's really how we are supposed to go about life. It's gonna always be things happening. It's gonna always be opposition, but learn how to see and focus on the solution, and not allow yourself to get overwhelmed by the current circumstances. Things will happen. Things will, unfortunate things like, you know, bumps in the road occur, but solutions can be produced. You can turn each and every situation around. If it's not a matter of life or death, and even with that, well, that's on a whole nother level of faith. But if it's not on that level of life and death, like, you can turn any situation around. You really can. Um, but that's not what I really wanted to talk about today. Today I want to talk about just keep going. And during this 90-Day Vision Transformation Challenge, and you may already feel like this, but if you don't, I guarantee that you will. You are going to feel like everything that you're doing has been for nothing. You're going to feel like you're making zero progress. You're going to look around and you're just going to feel like you don't see any results of the things that you've been doing. And when you get those thoughts, I want you to do everything in your power to rebuke those thoughts, to not allow those thoughts to plant roots in your mind. Because if you allow them to plant roots in your mind, it is going to ruin all the progress that you've made. It is going to stop you. It is going to make you throw in the towel and say, you know what, it's not worth it. It's not working anyway. And you're going to go back to your default settings, which is the old you, the you that you were trying, the you that you no longer want to be. So why do you want to go back? Now, just because you don't see everything that you've been doing in the physical, just because you don't see the results that you want to see yet, that doesn't mean that everything that you've been doing hasn't been working. And this is when you really need to take time and make time to look back to where you were when you started, and examine each and every day. I mean, look at each and every day and just see. And I don't care if you've traveled a little bit. And truth be told, y'all, when you're in that moment of self-pity, because that's all it is, when you allow those thoughts to make you feel like you're not getting anywhere with what you're doing, you're allowing yourself to loathe and sit in self-pity. And when you're in a state of victimhood, of self-pity, you just feel like you've been done so wrong. You feel like you've been giving it your all, and nothing good has come of it. You haven't been blessed. You're just being overlooked. Self-pity will have you feeling like, woe is me. You're just the whole world is against you. That's what self-pity will have you feeling. And in that moment, in those moments of self-pity, you cannot see the bigger picture. You can't see outside of the box that you have put yourself in by allowing those thoughts to plant roots, those thoughts of zero progress, those thoughts that everything that you're doing is not worth it. You allow those thoughts to take roots, to make roots in your mind. And now you're in this pit of this low, pitiable state, feeling bad for yourself. And now you can't see outside of the box. Listen, when you find yourself in that box, you better hold on. And I know there's something that you can find in your journey that was a big milestone for you. You better find that milestone for you, and you better hold on to it. You better think about it. You better think about how happy it made you when you reached it. You better think about how good it felt. You better think about how your family and others who witnessed you make that milestone, you better think about how happy they were to see you happy. And you better pull yourself out of that state of self-pity, because you still have work to be doing, and you have to keep going. And it's hard to get out of that state. It's hard to get out of self-pity. That's why you need to do everything in your power to prevent you from going there. You're gonna have high and low days doing this stuff, y'all. Every day is not gonna be easy. You're gonna have some victorious, blessed days during this season of transformation, and then you're gonna have some of the lowest of the lowest days. And man, it's gonna suck. But through all of that, focus on your future. Focus on your vision that you have written down, and you keep going. Don't sit there. Don't sit there and allow yourself to feel sorry for yourself, to feel bad. Don't go into that woe is me mindset, that attitude. Because, like I mentioned in my video yesterday, comparison will have you losing momentum, but so will self-pity. Self-pity halts. Self-pity makes your momentum come to a dead halt. You cannot progress. You cannot move forward at all when you practice self-pity. And I say practice self-pity because when you allow yourself to feel that over and over again, knowing that it serves no benefit to you, it doesn't help you on your journey. But when you really allow yourself to feel that and then go into that low state of being, you're practicing it. That's the wrong habit. That's the wrong practice to do. Practice avoiding self-pity. Practice avoiding victimhood. You have to practice not being sorry for yourself. Because when you feel sorry for yourself, you give yourself excuses for not getting stuff done. When you feel sorry for yourself, you give yourself excuses for not meeting your goals that you set. We don't have time for that. We have zero time for that. So, despite whatever negative emotions you may feel at some point throughout this journey, and it just won't be one time. You'll feel it multiple times. But make a practice of avoiding self-pity. Make a practice of thinking about a milestone that you hit during this journey that made you feel so good and that motivated you even more to keep going. Think about that, and whatever you do, just keep going. Don't stop, no matter how bad it sucks at the moment, because remember guys, it's never gonna be bad all the time. Storms do not last 24. Storms don't last an entire lifetime, y'all. You go through seasons, you go through days, and within those storms you have days of rest. Within those storms you have days where you see the sun. Okay, so whatever negative feelings you're feeling right now is only temporary. Don't allow yourself, while you're in this temporary state of being, to fall into self-pity, to fall into a permanent position of self-pity. Don't do that. You feel bad for the moment, but then you allow yourself to feel bad for yourself, to fall into that self-pity, and then you get stuck right there. Some people get stuck at their own pity party for the rest of their lives. We all know people that have been at seem like they're just in a permanent pity party of their life. We all know people like that. They're always crying about this person and that person, or nobody likes me, or bad things always happen to me. That's a red flag. When you hear people say stuff like that, I'm so serious. When you hear people, if you hear a person say that bad things always happens to them, stay away from them. Stay away from them, because this type of person is reckless in their actions. This type of person does things all the time to bring bad things happening to them. So that means they're constantly doing bad things to other people. They're constantly making reckless decisions. They're constantly putting themselves at risk, and therefore bad things do happen to them directly because of their actions. But yet they can't see that, because they're in a permanent pity party inside of their minds. So that right there, if you ever hear a person say that, please stay away from them. But that's all I have for y'all today. Keep going. Do not stop. Okay? Don't feel bad for yourself too long. Feel it for a moment, then regroup and plan, re-strategize. Do what you have to do to make it better. Do what you have to do to change the course, to change your course. Okay? It's no reason to be down and hard on yourself when things don't go right, or when you don't see the results that you are wanting to see. Just regroup, re-strategize. Don't get overwhelmed by it, because it's going to happen. This is a 90-day vision transformation challenge, and I guarantee you will continue to do this, because throughout your life, it's not just one 90-day transformation. You're going to make as many transformations as you can to be the best possible version of yourself. That's what you're going to do. I know that's what I'm going to do. But that's all I have, y'all. Y'all keep grinding.